Okay, everybody, and welcome back to the craft room with Tanya. I am going to get stuck in. I'm going to get stuck straight in here. I want to finish this little card. Now, I showed you how to make the paper in part 1 of this video. So this is part 2, how to finish it all off. As usual, I have pre-cut my card and my base. Somebody did ask me how I cut these and made them, and I have made another little video for you showing you how to do that. So please don't think I haven't gotten round to it. I have. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to do my stamping because I've pre-cut a little dragonfly. This is a very, very simple little dragonfly, and it's cut from a Gummiapan, surprise, surprise, dragonfly. Any dragonfly will do, any butterfly. There's, it's distress. You get away with anything. Now, what I want to do is, I'm using my vintage photo and just putting a little bit of text there. And I want to do the same. Oh, I'm so sorry, with my little dragonfly. Yep, that'll do. Let me clean that up. Perfect. I'll take that off in a minute. Get rid of that because I don't want that going over everything. Right, get rid of the smudger because we don't need those. Now, then I have a tiny, tiny, tiny little stamp. It says service and numbers on it. Again, use whatever you've got. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do this off a little bit and off at the top. And then it doesn't really matter about the bottom over there. That's perfect. It really doesn't matter what you use. You're going to cover most of it. Half of it won't be seen. So just whatever you have available. If you've got a happy birthday, or not a happy birthday, if you've got a set, that you bought to do uncle, aunt, all that sort of thing, use them. Just don't. I wouldn't put the letters in order. I'd put them in, mix them up, and sort of that sort of thing. Right, now where was I? Yes, salvage patina, good old distress oxide salvage patina, and I'm just going to go round the edge of my little tag. I'm going to be a little more generous up at this top part, but not too much. I don't want to cover up all that gorgeous. Do you know what? Is that still damp? It's just Jeepers Creepers. I think it is. I think the stamp where I've stamped on I don't know, it looked a bit, no, it's okay, I'm doting. There we go. I'll just do a wee tiny bit more down there. That's it. Now, I need to dry this. So, well, I'm going to do a little bit on him too, There we go, just a bit. There. Isn't that gorgeous? Not too much. I don't want to cover him up completely. There he is. He is a little sweetie, isn't he? I don't want to cover him up completely. She says adding more. Now, I want to give them a dry. So can you bear with me while I get the heat gun going? I'll pause you and then I'll be straight back. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm going to do a little bit of embossing now, some more heat gun. This is nice and dry, so we'll leave that to the side. We will come back to it in a moment, but I just want to focus for a tiny little bit on our dragonfly. And what I want to do is, where's my pen actually? Bear with me. I have an ink pad. Mine's a Pretty Things Premium Embossing and Watermark Clear ink pad. I know people talk about Versamark, and I prefer Versamark, but I just had these. I inherited them actually in a lady was clearing out her craft room, and I bought the whole lot online. So this I did purchase. This is a distress embossing pen. It's a Ranger Tim Holtz, wouldn't you know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to very lightly, I don't want a big heavy line, I'm just going to run down his little body like that. And then, do you know what? I wonder, I think I'm going to use the pen and just very lightly run round his wings. Almost not at all, if you know what I mean. You could do this if you wanted to. You could do this by dipping. There, I think that's enough. You could dip the edges of the wings into that, and that's what I was going to do initially, and I thought, well, I have the pen, why not? And I do want to be very mindful of not keeping you too long, especially. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want it uniform. I don't want it perfect. This is grunge stuff. This is distressed. So if he's too perfect, he's not going to sit right on the... No, pop that in. I didn't tell you what that was, did I? That is, as it says on the tin, copper embossing powder. It's actually number 956 copper from the English Stamp Company. I've no idea if they're still in existence. I must look that up actually, because I love that little embossing powder and I use it all the time. Now I have a little piece there with nothing on it, and and what do? I stick it right, that's my shaky hand, you see. I stick it right on the bit. So I'm going to pause again while I go around this with the heat gun. Bear with me. And oops. Okay, dokie, and we're back, and there's our little dragonfly. Can you see, with just a tiny tip? You could do that with gold if you wanted to. I just think the copper works really lovely with the little, what do you call it? Chappy. Tag. Could not get the word. Now, here we go. You could use your vintage photo, but I'm going to go just a little bit deeper because I want to put a little shadow in here for my little dragonfly. Do you see that? If I put him on there, the copper embossing does set him up a little bit, but to me, that's a lovely piece there too. Do I want him on up a bit? I just like that piece. It looks so worn and elegant. I normally put them down in the bottom corner, but I'm thinking, oh, where do I want to put him? I'm going to put him on, let me see, I'm going to put him on the card. This is why I take so long doing these things, because I did there so much. Now I'm going to put it on like that. Isn't that gorgeous? So it normally goes there, but that's such a lovely piece. I wonder, could I get away with him? What do you think? Would I get away with him up there? Do you know what? Let's live dangerously. Now, I need a little black marker. Here we go, just to give me the outline. Okay. Oops. There. That's just to give me a rough outline of where I want my shadow to be, and that's my good Spectrum Noir outliners or art liners I'm using. I cut them out of this, so I'm just going to very carefully, oh, I hate wasting that good paper, very carefully I'm going to, there he is, do you see? Now that's him, so I want him to stand out, so I'm going to offset that and move it up. I'm going to hold my finger on it, and I'm going to use the brown brush and get it in there and get plenty of that good walnut stain on the card, because this will make our little dragonfly stand out. Now, because the body's so tiny, I'm going to move it down a hair and do some more. You see that? And I've got a nice little bit more there as well. Now, do you see how it's much thicker? Because it's a shadow, it should be. And then we'll just offset it like that. There he is, that's where he was supposed to be, and it stands out and it makes him jump out at you, doesn't it? Right, I need to clean the hands before I start working with the card. So let me just run it's very hard to tell what stain and what's anything else, because they're covered, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. Now I'll give that a chance to dry actually, and I'll cut my piece of twine, have that ready. That's just twine. You buy that from any store, Amazon, B&M bargains, whatever. Now what I want to do is I want to set this down like this, but I want to do a nice little edge to lift it around. Now I could use the salvage patina, or I could go with the vintage photo. Either will work. Do you know what I did the last one in? Oh, I'm going to go with salvage patina. You see, it just, to me, it gives it such a lovely crisp clean edge. So I'm going to show you very, very quickly how I did that. Whoops a daisy. Take a piece of your low tack tape. Again, that sticks to. I stick it to my jumper or anything first, and weak it off, and then get it down on your card, right on that crease, like that. You get that nice sharp line. Then take your salvage patina and your brush, which we were already using, and go round the edge. Now you're not blending, so don't worry too much. You don't want it all over the inside of your card, so do be careful where you're placing it. Okay. Please don't worry. You're only going to be showing... Ooh, I'm always nervous about getting that. Can you see? Have I still got that in shot? And then up the tape like that. Perfect. That's all we need. That's all we need. I'm going to clean this first. There we go. Shape. What shape have I that? There, that's better, isn't it? Just went for a bit of a walk. Now, bring her back on board. Take that tape off, and you've your lovely sharp crease. Close it up again, and we're ready for that little piece to go on top. But I'm going to let that sit and dry now, because that distress oxiding does take a few minutes to dry. And next, I'm going to get... I should have stuck that down. I'm silly. So silly. Silly sausage, as my granddaughter would say. It's too late now. I'm not going to stick him now, because I'm going to put my little bit of twine in. Now, you can... I put it through this way, from the back to the front. Pull the other two pieces through the loop, like that. You can leave it like that, but that would absolutely crack me up. So I have glue dots, as I'm sure all of you do, and I want a tiny little glue dot. There they are there. Look, tiny. I'm going to take that off with my tweezers, and I'm going to pop it. Oh, I need to loosen it off a bit. I'm going to pop it in behind where the twine would go. Hold on to it, pull tight, and push those two little pieces down together. Do you see that? And look, doesn't that look so much better? It's not all gappy and ugh. It just looks so much better to me. Now, I'm going to put a bit of foam tape on the back so that I can position this and just give it a little lift from the card. So one strip and cut. That's right, I am doing that right. 2 strips and cut. And finally a third one. Now, I have those in place, and I'm going to stick this down onto the card. Use your glue stick cheap glue stick. You don't need Prit. Again, I inherited this from my hubby and his office whenever he gave up his business and finished working to retire. Now, where do I want that? I think just about there. That leaves me room for a little sentiment at the top, or even one there if I want to do a thanks for a chap or something like that. Let me make sure I haven't got anything I shouldn't have on that before I turn this over. Now, I want that to look like it's coming off the edge. I don't want it hanging that way. I want it hanging this way. So I do hold it in place with another glue dot. And this is a bigger one. Do you see the size of that beast? Okay. And what I do to make sure, oh, I'm in the right area, I stick it down like that. I bring this off to the side and then catch it on that glue dot. Just, oh, badly. Like that. That's better, you see, and that holds it beautifully in place. You can use a bit of sticky tape as well if you want. You shouldn't need it, but just to be sure, we'll stick it down with a bit of sticky tape. There you go. Set the glue dots up to the side. Now, next stage, I think that's fantastic. Next stage is to get the whole thing down onto our card. So a little bit of glue. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, would it not have been better putting a bit of glue, you know, foam tape on the back of this, because we have this little bit lifted up? You could do that, but it's a distress card. I don't think it matters that much. You could actually, it might look really, really sweet if it was lifted up. But I'm always cautious. It's very hard to get this eyed when the card is still, yeah, I think I've got that, have I? Let's see. It looks good to me. That's good enough. No, do you see? It's not sitting up too much. No, I don't have enough glue in this corner. That's what's wrong. There we go, just a tad. There we go. Just hold that for a second. There. Now I want to put my little dragonfly on. So again, I'm just going to put a little tiny spot of glue on him because I don't want that at plaster either. I have it marked here exactly where I want to place him, and I can still see those lines. So I'll just put... Do be careful because there's quite a lot of ink and... Wait a minute, I just get him in the right position, sorry. There's quite a lot of ink there and other bits and pieces. So you do need to be careful because he will lift. So I would normally set a little weight on that and put him aside for a while. But I think, you see, he's still really moving about there. Come on, down you go. There you go. I think he looks fab. What do you think? Isn't he lovely? But it's all in this background. It really is. I might actually, I'm wondering, I'm thinking of no, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, because this is what happened to me yesterday. I started to wonder and ended up making a holics of the whole thing. So I'm leaving it as is because he looks great and less is more. He jumps out of the page, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he does. I think he's smashing. I really love these little distressed cards. Where's the other one? There it's there. They're both completely different. And they always will be completely different. Because it's nearly impossible to make two exactly the same. I love them. Absolutely love them. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. I hope it hasn't taken up too much of your time. Thank you so much for watching. And to all of you who have given me a thumbs up, please continue to do so. If you've enjoyed the video, I nearly forgot to say that, please give me the thumbs up. Please. I always think of everybody that's watching the videos. I always think that they're in the craft room with me and that we're sort of working together. And it's a lovely feeling because it is a symbiotic relationship. You give me information Like the card I made for the sheep the other day, a lovely lady said, if I had have stuck the white head on the back of the black head, it would save me all of the hassle trying to stick the little white ears in. And I thought I should have thought of that myself. I'm blaming the cold. But whether I'm blaming the cold or not, you'll probably discover in a few months or weeks or whatever that I'll do something similar. We all do it. We all do it. Don't worry about it. But do have fun. Do try this process. It makes gorgeous card. It really, really does. I love it. I'm going to make some more and just stash it away for something else. But I think it's just really effective, and you can still make a reasonably clean and simple card with it, but have a bit of fun. That's what it's all about. If you are enjoying the videos, please do hit that subscribe button. It means that you don't miss out on anything that's up and coming, and it means that we have more members in the group, and that can't be bad, can it? And we can share the love, and that's what it's all about. Sharing the love of crafting and card making. I do love it. Okay, thank you so much. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye now.